LeSean McCoy is nodding in Jubilee. Shady, are the Eagles, and dare I say it, your Eagles, kind of mine too, but they love you a lot more there. Are your Eagles clearly the best team in the NFL?
Absolutely. We're number one in the NFL. This is the reason why, right? One thing is, you might say, okay, they have a better quarterback than the Eagles. Or you might say they have a better coach than the Eagles. You might have an all-pro D lineman better than the Eagles. But altogether, collectively, we are their best team. From the management to the head coach to the running backs to the quarterbacks to the defensive backs to the defensive linemen, we got it all. We could be up and win the game and not give up like the Ravens, or we come back from behind. It's 14. We was down 14-0 and came back and won the game. So when I look at my Birds, and I'm not being biased, I'm just being honest. When I look at the whole team, we have it together. And Dallas, watch out, because you know what's going to happen. Talking to you, brother.
I didn't say anything.
You just looking at me the wrong way. Eagles and Dallas, we in two different brackets. And it feels good. Football's a better place. I got to be honest. When the Giants are a good team,
yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
When the 49ers are a good team, and Dallas is decent, and the Eagles are good. It's better football. So we beat up on y'all. It's bad Mondays from Dallas Cats in Texas.
It's a nice change of pace that the NFC East is, like, respectable right now. You know? Like, every year.
Been a long time.
Yeah, right? But clearly, the key word there is clearly. Look, the Eagles are the last unbeaten team. I'm going to give them their respect.
That's right. Please do.
Shameless plug. I do power rankings on FoxSports.com. The Eagles will be number one on that list.
Smart man.
Clearly the best team. No, come on. I mean, y'all saw the Chiefs play last night. You watched that game. The Bills are still there. If the Chiefs and the Eagles played on a neutral field today, who you taking? Who you taking?
The undefeated team. What's wrong with this dude?
Okay, like, that's fine. I'll take the Chiefs.
Is your jacket tight?
A little bit. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that regardless.
Yeah, baby.
Look, the Eagles are one of the three best teams in the league.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to say they are clearly the best.
Joy, are you ready to say the Eagles are clearly the best team in the NFL?
Well, I did say they were the best team in the NFC.
You did? Where we at? We leveling up?
No, I do think they are the best team in the NFL. They have to be given their respect. They're undefeated. You have to give them their respect right now. And I was higher on the Chiefs than a lot of people, and they had an unbelievable performance last night. But this matters. It's hard to win games in the NFL.
Talk about
it.
This. It's hard.
We know this.
Like, it's a good team. They're a good team.
And they're a good team.
Yes,
and Jacksonville is better than we thought they were going to be. So we have to give them their respect as well. Also, just as a side note, I mean, I'm such a wimp. I am not sitting outside in that weather. I don't know how y'all do it. I am so uninterested. You know what? I was watching that. I was like, I bet Shady loves playing in this. I don't want to know. Look at that rain. Oh, this looks cold.
Credit to that, like, they did not look like they were playing in a hurricane.
They did not.
At first they did, though. Yeah. Those first couple possessions, Trevor Lawrence, 4 fumbles in totality. Jalen Hurts was like, uh-oh,
not everybody. They got it together, but that's rough weather to play in. I'm very impressed with the Eagles. I think I've maybe never been more wrong about anything in my career than Nick Sirianni. I thought it was going to be a disaster. Yeah. I thought that the way everything fell apart with Doug Peterson, that nothing was going to ever get back on track in Philadelphia. And they have. And I love how Jalen Hurts is playing. I love how he's shutting up critics every single week in a different way, in bad weather, in good weather, coming from behind, playing with the lead, winning in different ways, throwing the ball well. He's first in passing yards per attempt, fifth in passing yards total in the league. So we're eliminating questions about whether he's able to pass the ball or not. I mean, he's just stepped up in a tremendous way. You have to give the Eagles credit.
Eagles good now. Eagles good. They good. Are they clearly the best in the NFL?
Yeah.
I'll say yeah. Okay. I'll say yeah. I struggle with the word clearly, I'll be honest. I will say yeah. I try to be objective. Shady still calls them my Eagles and then says he's not being biased, but he still is possessive of the Eagles, so clearly there's some bias there. The Eagles, I can't call them my on television. The Eagles, I will say, are clearly the best because, like Joy said, they won 4 games, have lost none.
Right.
Now, what that really means to me is that the Eagles' floor is higher than a lot of other teams' floors. Okay. The Chiefs, as good as they are, lost to the Colts. Why does that matter? It matters because special teams matters. Ask Michael Clay if special teams matters. Eagles special teams coordinator was the assistant coordinator when I was there. Special teams are a part of the game. Eagles have no weaknesses. Offensive line, strong.
Yes.
Quarterback, strong. Running backs, strong. Tight end, strong. Wide receiver, strong. Defensive line, strong.
Super strong.
Defensive backs, strong. Linebackers, strong. Eagles have no weaknesses. The only question I have to 5, how strong are their strengths? That's really the question you're going to have to answer. It's the question we all going to have to answer. They don't have weaknesses, but how strong are their strengths? Because until I see them knock off a team they're supposed to lose to or knock off a team that's better than them, then I can't answer the question of how strong are their strengths. Joy talks about it all the time. We talk about it all the time. Eagles are supposed to beat the Detroit Lions. They're supposed to beat the Vikings at home, prime time. They're supposed to beat the Commanders with Carson Wentz. They got rid of Carson Wentz for a reason. Okay. They're supposed to beat the Jags. This isn't my words. This is Fox Bet. Literally, according to Vegas, they are supposed to win these games. So what will the Eagles do when they face an opponent they're not necessarily supposed to beat? That is when I will at least learn something. If you beat me in a one-on-one rep, congratulations. You're supposed to. I'm a 6th-round pick. You're a 2nd-round pick. You're an all-time leading rusher. I'm up and down on practice squad. When you beat D'Amico Ryans in one-on-one, current defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers beat. When you beat Michael Kendricks one-on-one, 2nd-round pick for the Philadelphia Eagles, now you can pat yourself on the back. You're supposed to beat me.
Right.
Beat them. That's where I'm at.
And I see where you're going with this, and I like that. But the one thing you're forgetting is that this is still a new team. We're doing so well with a new team. For example, Jalen Hurts. Now, I know who I can throw the ball to in different situations. A.J. Brown, short yardage, 32. I can throw them balls. I know he's going to bang it, break a tackle, and may give you another extra 10. Where I go to my other smaller back, man, with Smith and go deep. You're learning your team. Not even that part. On defense. Bradbury and Slate they're new together. Yep. So now as a coordinator, I'm like, wow, okay, he's better with man-to-man, bump around, or he's better in zone. Now you can put things together with the game plan. So I hear what you're saying, but we're only going to get better. All these teams we talk about, the Chiefs is a great team. It's Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, right? Solid defense. Will they get better? They're already nice. We going to get better. Our quarterback, everybody, Jalen Hurts, is he good? Is he still the guy? They don't know yet. Is he? He looks good this week. Maybe not next week. We're going to get better and better and better because we're a young team. We're new together.
Dave,
that's dangerous.
I'm going to go off script here when I come to the left side of the table. I apologize ahead of time. Shady said something 10 minutes ago I don't fully agree with.
Oh, okay.
Eagles, Cowboys, completely different brackets.
Yeah.
The reason I don't agree with it is because styles make fights. I look at Micah Parsons. I look at Trayvon Diggs. I look at Leighton Vander Esch, been playing really good lately. I look at Donovan Wilson, safety for the Cowboys, 2nd-ranked safety through 4 weeks of ball. I look at DeMarcus Lawrence. He's interior on the pass rush now when they go in the nickel because Micah Parsons plays on the exterior. I look at what the Cowboys are doing with the run game. I can't say
we ain't scared
that the Eagles, who haven't beat the Cowboys, and Dave, please tell me how long.
Oh, God, it was, 2020 when Dak first got hurt, when Ben DiNucci played. That was the last time, I believe, the Eagles.
Whoever that is.
So,
yeah,
when the Eagles haven't beat the Cowboys in meaningful games in a while.
Long time.
Would you say that
19 for the last meaningful game. I remember that. They did win the division in 19.
Would you say that the Eagles and Cowboys are in completely different brackets?
No, and here's the great equalizer, and y'all call me a hater if you want to, but the Eagles have the edge at quarterback currently. The way Jalen Hurts is playing, even you would take him over Cooper Rush, even though that's your guy.
I would take him over Dak right now.
We'll see. Dak's had Philly's number for a couple years at this point. But my point is, if you're a football nerd, a football fan, Dan Quinn and this Dallas defense trying to figure out this Philadelphia offense is going to be must-see TV. Because the thing I like about Philly is they're so versatile. Like you said, they can win the game a number of different ways. Dallas has the personnel to combat that. Yep. I'm curious.
They do?
Absolutely.
It's going to be good.
We've been watching the same games.
My thing is, our team is so much better than the Cowboys, right? Whose team is better?
I'm just talking about, and that's my Philly.
Our offensive line is just as good as your defensive line.
Philly's
true. Yeah.
No doubt. Lane Johnson in his bag right now.
Lane, look, you got Micah. Let's handle that, right?
But Micah going to go to the right side.
Yeah, he going to. Yeah.
What's Mailata?
Yeah. Beast. You see how big he is?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Big boy.
He did get hurt.
Philly's roster overall, I would take over Dallas.
Obviously.
Roster. But if you're just talking about the offense going against the defense, styles make fights. It's going to be a hell of a matchup. I know we got a whole week of game to get to.
But I'm just interested in this one.
It's going to be fascinating.
Joy, where are you at? Are they Eagles, Cowboys, completely different brackets?
Yeah, they're different brackets.
Thank you, Joy.
They're different brackets. And the main reason is Jalen Hurts. Because I've been talking about how good this Dallas defense is. You can't take anything away from this Dallas defense. They're unbelievable. But the Eagles lead the NFL in sacks. They are tied for the league lead in takeaways. They are top 10 in rushing offense, rush defense, pass defense, red zone offense, third zone offense.
You just top of everything.
Scoring defense, they're third in total defense. So overall, as a team, the Eagles are better, and they're better at the most important position, which is quarterback. And it's not just that Jalen Hurts is better at throwing the ball than Cooper Rush. He also is running the ball better than any quarterback in the league. So he trails only Lamar in rushing yards. So behind Lamar, who we know is the most dynamic quarterback in the
Yes,
league.
he is. And a better coach.
So when you're looking at the situation overall, I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. But if I'm having to pick between the Eagles and the Cowboys right now, I'm going with the Eagles.
I am too.
And that doesn't matter who is at quarterback.
No, I'm picking the Eagles too. But I'll put it this way, I don't think it's the mismatch that I did 2 weeks ago. Particularly, again, and we'll say like that is the big question for me with Jalen Hurts. He's been amazing. He's going to come up against a defensive coordinator who has the personnel to make life a little bit tougher on him. I think Dan Quinn is equipped to do that. But he could absolutely prove me wrong. I can't wait to see.
I'm not saying anything about the Cowboys defense that is disparaging. They're incredible.
For sure. No, I think we're all on the same page, honestly.
My question in that matchup is the Cowboys offense.
Yeah.
Because I know this is a very pro-Cooper Rush show here, but Cooper Rush has thrown for more than multiple touchdowns in one game, and that was against the Commanders. We know the points that the Philadelphia Eagles can put up. Are they going to be able to match that effort against a good Philadelphia defense? That's my question.
Can Dallas?
If you're talking about if
Now,
they're in the
real
same
quick,
category.
though, Dave, because Joyce said something. She said regardless of who's at quarterback. I know you probably don't stand for that. If Dak Prescott is at quarterback, are you still going Eagles?
Like I said, I think it's a division game. It's going to be tight. Dak, even if he plays, probably won't be 100% healthy.
Yeah.
And also, can Dallas keep whoever their quarterback is upright? Like, Philly's front is nasty, man. Like, I mean, we talk about Micah and this Dallas pass rush. Philly's right there with him. Hassan Reddick is a monster. So, no, even with Dak, even with Dak, I give the edge to Philly.
Stay on that side.
It's going to be.
Don't come over with us.
Why don't you ever let him come over,
I
big
felt
dog?
like he was trying to like come over here to Philly. No, stay over there in Dallas.
Why to sow
Pick your
division?
side, brother.
That's all. That's all you do.
Why can't he come over to your side?
No
big dog?
U-turns. You can't do that.
Wait.
See, I'm just here to say how I feel.
We're doing this now because we're doing a Cowboys-Eagles topic. But when we talk about Cooper Rush, then you
Exactly. Shady finds a way to win no matter what.
My opinion is this. I think that Cooper Rush is doing a lot better than just the defense. It's my opinion.
But not better
No,
than Jalen Hurts.
but what I'm saying is this. If you're looking at a matchup, right, of the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going with Philly not just because they're 4-0, because I've seen what this Philadelphia offense has been able to produce.
Look,
as good as Cooper Rush has been, he's beaten the Bengals, the Giants, and the Commanders.
Shady's like, stay over there. Don't come over here with us. But I'm the captain of the Cooper Rush bandwagon. Make that make sense for me.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.